The market continues to push higher yesterday, up to within 30 points of the all-time highs. Does this mean the B-wave bounce is over, or should we be looking higher? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so first things first, in yesterday's video it was pointed out to me that I made a mistake in the wave count off the 2020 lows. I went back and looked and I did make a mistake, and I am going to show you what happened today and revisit that wave count so that we can get it correct and you can follow along with us. Alright, next we pushed higher again today, creating a clean 5 waves off the lows. Now, does this mean we're rallying, or is that just the top of B? We'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, and I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so as far as what happened in the market today, it grinded up in pretty impressive fashion, creating a clean 5 waves up at the close. Now, it is hitting its head on a downtrend line as well as some resistance, so we are expecting some kind of pullback tomorrow to give us an idea of where we're at. But before we get into that, I would like to go back and revisit the count from the 2020 lows so I can correct that mistake and show you guys what I believe the correct count to be. So let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay guys, so here we are on the daily SPX chart, where I'm going to go over the count from the 2020 March crash up until now and where we're headed in the future, in my opinion, so that we can see the mistake I made yesterday, get that fixed, and get you guys on board with what I think the correct count is. So the first thing we have to understand, guys, on the chart is the degree of wave. So smaller degree waves make up larger degree waves. For instance, you can see this blue circles here. You have blue circle 1, blue circle 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those 5 waves make up this 1 Roman numeral wave. Okay, so on this chart, green is the smallest degree of wave. Green makes up a blue wave. Blue waves make up a black wave. Black waves make up a red wave. Okay? So with that in mind, let's look at the count off the lows, and then I'll show you exactly where the mistake was made and why. Okay, so from the 4, we got 5 in blue, right? 1 in blue, 2 in blue, 3, 4, 5, and that gives us a black Roman numeral 1 in parentheses here. So that's wave 1 of wave 5 that we're starting up, okay? 4 was completed down here. This is wave 1 of 5, okay? So from there, we get a correction, which follows an ABC pattern. So you have A, B, C, and this is 2 of 5, all right? So you always start with the smallest degree wave and then say of the next largest degree wave. So this is wave 2 of wave 5, okay? Now, here's where the mistake happened. Okay, on my charts, I have a whole bunch of indicators and counts and different things going on. So for each video, I make a clean chart like this with nothing else on it so you can see it clearly and understand what's going on. In doing that, when I copied over the count, I convoluted 2 wave counts. So as you can see here from this C, from this wave 2, all right, we counted up in blue 1, down in blue 2, and then what I did was I convoluted the green wave count with the blue wave count. So instead of counting our 5 waves up to blue 3, I put the blue 3 where this Roman numeral 3 is. So they're both wave 3s, one's just smaller than the other, and I put the bigger wave where the smaller wave was, which made my wave 3 smaller than my wave 1, and it's going to be smaller than my wave 5, which invalidates the count. Okay? So to say that again just a little bit more clearly, basically what I did is I put the blue bigger wave 3 where the smaller green wave 3 is on accident, and then continued the blue count here and here. So I put 4 in blue here and then 5 in blue here, which made this Roman numeral come down here. And that wasn't going to work. So that's what happened. That's how the mistake happened and the chart got wonky. I'm glad that it was pointed out to me. I appreciate that because I don't want you guys to have bad information. So let's go back through this wave 3 count so that you can understand where we're at. So again, we had wave 1 up, our ABC correction to complete, wave 2. So now we're starting wave 3 up. And we got our 1, okay, our blue wave 1 here, our blue wave 2 down. Then we got green wave up in 1, green wave down in 2, and we just completed green wave up in 3. Okay, this last sell-off that happened on Monday is the start of 4. And once we complete 4, we'll start our trek up in 5 toward 5,000, which will complete blue wave 3 of larger Roman numeral wave 3. So our Roman numeral wave 3 target is right around 5,500. So how do we get these targets? Okay, so let's first start with blue wave 3. How do we get to its target? And then we'll talk about how we get to blue wave 5. Okay, so the first thing we do is we get our fib extension tool. All right, and we measure from the bottom up to the top of wave 1, down to the bottom of wave 2 and across so we can see our fib levels. Okay, now a typical wave 3 target for all 5 waves is the 1.618 extension of waves 1 and 2. So we have wave 1 and 2, and then this measures the extension up. So the 1618 extension is 5457. So right around 5500 is where we're expecting that wave to top out before we pull back in this 4 down here. So that's how we get that target. Also on this, we know that wave 3s of 3 generally target the 1272, 1236 area, and that is right around 5,000. So it's 4982, 4932. So we can see that wave 3 targets this area here. So we can further confirm this by measuring this blue 1, 2, all right? And we know, okay, all of wave 3 should be the 1.618 extension of these 2 waves, this blue 1 and this blue 2. All right, so let's take this one off so we can see better. And let's put the new one on. So we go to bottom of wave, big wave 2, count up to 1, and pull back across in 2. Okay, so we can see the 1618 on this one comes in at 4849, and the other one came in at about 5,000. So basically our range is going to be 4850 to 5,000 for that wave, for this blue wave 3 and this green wave 5. All right, before we pull back in 4 and then head up in 5 towards 5,500. So that's how we get our targets for the upcoming waves. Now the mistake has been removed from the chart. This is the corrected or updated wave count, in my opinion, off the 2020 lows. All right, so with that, what's going on today? Okay, guys, so the first thing we see here is that we have a clean 5 waves up off the bottom. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here at the close. It's hitting this down trend line, and it's also hitting a perfect target for all of B or the A wave of B. So we're kind of at an area where we should expect a pullback. Now, the bulls have not given up the ball yet, and until they do, we're kind of at their mercy. But it should be pretty soon. They aren't going to push this much further without some relief. It's getting overbought, and it needs a pullback. And I know I sound like a broken record from yesterday, but we're still in a tricky spot. Because until we get that pullback and we can understand what kind of structure we're going to get, we're not sure if this is all of B, A of B, or a wave 1 rally. They could all be taking place. So we need that pullback, because a pullback will tell us if it's in 3 waves and it bounces off support and heads up, okay, that'll tell us at the minimum we're in C of B, and at best we're in a wave 3. Okay, if we get a pullback and it's 3 waves down off support and bounces up in a wave 4 and then starts back down through support, that tells us that we're in wave C down and we're probably heading lower towards 4165. So the pullback structure is of the utmost importance to define where we're at. And guys, this is the really tricky part of corrections. They are very choppy, they move up and down quickly, and they're not easily definable, as we often see 5-wave moves that are actually corrective waves. So it can be very frustrating to trade corrections or try to time the bottom of a correction. We have found that out a couple times and it's super annoying. So we're going to be patient, we're going to wait for this pullback. It will happen, it's not just going to race up in one big move, nothing moves in a straight line. We will get a pullback, and the nature of that pullback, as I said, will tell us what we're doing. So guys, if you like today's video and the information I'm getting out, and you want real-time market updates from me while the market is trading, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down below in the description. Go ahead and click that link and get in the group, and then you'll find a link to Slack. Slack is just a free chat channel, and I'm in there all day giving market updates where I'll tell you what I think about this correction and if we're going to bounce or not. And I also give you all of our buy and sell alerts, all of our trades, what we're trading, and why. Okay, we'd love to have you in there, but there is one caveat. There's one thing you have to do to get into my chat channel and my Facebook group, and you have to subscribe to this video. So hit that subscribe button down below. Come be part of our community. We would love to have you so we can make some money together. Okay, guys, so key takeaways for today are going to be very similar to yesterday. We're watching for that pullback, and we're going to see if it bounces support. If it bounces support and moves up, then we're likely in C of B or wave 3, one of the two. If it bounces support and then moves back through support, then we are down in wave C. Okay, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.